Hey guys, welcome back to my Sonic Racing Crossroads tutorial series. Today, we're going to be learning about text changes. You got to watch part one, at least from the series, to understand how this works. I just do this so we don't have to go over it every time. But there's a series, you watch part one, the playlist is the first link in the description. You'll figure out how to do all this. Once you know how to do all this though, you can come back here and follow this. All right. So with your already set up F model, you want to open it up. Loading mode load as usual, right? You got your files. Then you want to search. From packages, search or controls is Shift F. We're gonna be searching for the game.locres file. Now each one of these are for every single different language. I couldn't tell you all of these. I'm guessing this is Japan for JA, Korea KO. Aru Russian. I don't know what this one is, but this is not the one you want. ESUS, that's not the one you want. I think this is Dutch, and this is the one you want, but this is my mod. So you want this one that says Pack Chunk 0, or no, clicked on the wrong one. You want this one that's Pack Chunk 0, and it says EN. Now you want to go to that spot, and then you just want to take it. You just want to extract it, right? Once you extract it, you come down here like usual. And now you have a Locres file. Now just copy the path. Just to make this simple, you can move it, but just to make this simple, copy the path. You want to open up Unreal Locres Editor. I put this down in the kit that I have for download in the description with Google Drive. You want to click on File, Open Locres, and then you want to open the Locres you just extracted. Now you have access to every single text in the game, from the activities, maps. You get my point, right? You have access to everything. So if you wanted to change a character name, look for their name, find. Well, with Sonic is a little different because some names have what you call they're common, right? They're common for most things to have that as a text, right? So stuff like Sonic, because it's Sonic's game, there's 361 texts with Sonic in the word. Not Sonic again. If we search big, it's the same question. It's 415 because big is also another common word. But, if we go for somebody like Charmy, that's not how you spell Charmy, right? There's only 50 matches, right? Because Charmy is not a common word you would use. Once you figure out that case, right? Here are all the characters' names, right? Let me full screen this. Whenever you want to change something, you want to click in the box under target. You click that, you put whatever change you want, and that will be the new text in place. So Hatsune Miku is now you get the point, right? And same for AI racers, there's no special trick. It's just the same. For the extremist option, right? We're going to exit that out. We're going to go to edit and find and replace. This can also make things so much easier, right? So say I want to change everything that says Sonic. You guys know where I'm going with this. And then boom, everything with Sonic in it now has 6-7. Is now changed to 6-7, right? Now, what if you want to do this? What if you want to change a character name, right? But you don't want to change it for every common word. Say you wanted to change Big's name, right? Say you wanted to change big names to, I guess, Netflix. Why not, right? But you don't want to change the wrong stuff. Just do, well, this is like a normal text file. So it'd be like this. Make sure you match the case too, because then this won't work. So match case, right? Match whole word, match entire cell, right? So now when you do this, notice how it's only finding the big character file, then boom, replace. And it's that simple. Now, say you wanted to just, what you call it? If you want to change every single thing, you just unclick match entire match entire cell, replace all, and see now it changes everything for big. and it doesn't mess it up. Now, in some cases, you kind of want it to just change everything. So dialogue, character names, and stuff like that all change. So say I'm big as Netflix, right? Notice how only some of the texture changes because I did it a specific way. Now, if we uncheck match whole word and uncheck match case, and I click replace all, then everything that says big in it will change to Netflix. Now you see this, it says, big talk. Let's see you back it up. Obviously, this has nothing to do with big. So I just come here, bow, and then that fixes that. So if you want to do that, where it also changes the dialogue, all the character stuff, well, not physically change the dialogue, but the subtitles, you do this, but you have to go through every single one and make sure they're actually like referring to big and not just saying something's big or, right? And once you got that figured out, X file, export locres, right? And now you have your edited locres right here. Now, what you want to do with this, actually, it'll be in the export folder, right? In Unreal Locres Editor. I just lost track of the file. Okay, there it is, right? So say we're going this is this file, and then you also want to copy the folder structure. So, the union, content, localization, game, en, then that locres. I forgot that fact. So let me just copy that, make things easier, make another tutorial folder, delete the locres inside, because that's obviously not for the here. Cut it, makes it so much easier. And paste. And especially with game locres, you're gonna want to cut them. Copying them is just gonna confuse you because they don't have a significant identifier to like which is which. So if you're not paying attention, you might mess up your text files. So make sure you cut them instead of copying them. Now we got this, and you guys know the drill. We just need a packet now. So open new, Unreal Pack. I normally pack text without compression, but I don't think it makes much of a difference. But that's what I do with text specifically. The usual _P. Let me open up my mod folder because we manually mod around here. Let's take out my text changes temporarily. Put in the tutorial text changes. And now we can open up Sonic Crossworlds to see your changes. And as you can see, Hatsune Miku's name is all messed up like we did earlier. This is my mods, so obviously it's not Hatsune, but you get it, right? Then we mess up another AI racer. Oh yeah, we changed everything to Sonic to 6'7". So Sonic's name is just 6'7" now. What else? We messed up somebody else's name. Let's not worry about that. Let's just look real quick. Yep, now every 6'7" speed, super 6'7" speed. I'm sure that you guys get the point now. Now, for whenever Crossworlds make an update, you're going to have to extract the new game locres every time there's an update and update your changes. Now, what I do for my thing, just like to make it easier, right? Let me close these for a second. I open 2 Unreal Locres instances. I'll have my edited on the right and the new one on the left, and I just, edit as I go. Let's just open this one up, for example. And I just, edit as I go and add things. You can't reuse the same one. It just won't work unless nothing happened in the update. If there's no new DLC characters, there's no new map that wasn't already in the last update. Basically, if there's new things, right, that wasn't already added a previous update, you will have to update your text changes because in game, it'll just look weird. And I can actually show y'all that right now, how weird it would look. Like my night add-on, it was supposed to be like an add-on to like my regular text, but it didn't work in the way I wanted it, so I kind of just scrapped it and made it the one big file. All right, SpongeBob is fine because we made this text during the SpongeBob update, but look at the others. Notice how they're just called char, and you can't edit them because they're not in the old Locrest file at all. Let me show y'all maps real quick too. I'm crying. Anyways, see how the Pac-Man map is just course name 1502. So yeah, TLDR, if you don't update it when they do massive changes like that, where there's a bunch of new DLC characters, new maps, that wasn't just like locked away before, you're gonna have to update it and redo all your text changes and all. But yeah, it's probably gonna be one of my shorter tutorials, but that's how you do text. It's very easy once you figure out F-model and stuff. That's text. Next time, we're gonna come back and I'm gonna show you guys how I change character art. You know, like the pictures that pop up when you click on them, when you start a race with them, etc., etc.